Hello and welcome back to Linux Gamer Till I Die. This is episode 56 of my playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. In the previous episode, we finally arrived at the Forbidden Zone. We took a bit of a detour to get there and discovered one of Elijah's lookouts and also defeated the legendary Bloodfly along the way. But the big story is we found the giant Roboscorpion and destroyed it. And it was actually a really, really easy fight. I don't think we took any damage during it, but never mind. I think we were a bit lucky because we were hiding behind a wall, and yeah, we could predict when it was going to attack and move out of the line of fire, so it was a bit anticlimactic, but oh well. After defeating the giant Roboscorpion, we headed upstairs after searching the room, and started talking to Dr. Mobius. Now, it seems Dr. Mobius isn't actually the crazed scientist, evil person that we were led to believe. Apparently, the broadcast that he made threatening the think tank was made while he was popped up on chems, particularly Psycho and stuff like that. And he did that in order to instill fear in the think tank brains, because he's actually trying to protect the rest of the Mojave against their science. So he thinks if they realise there's actually life outside of the Big MT, they will start experimenting on people outside of the dome area. And he's created the Roboscorpion army and started threatening them and stuff just to give them something to focus on instead of exploring outside. Unfortunately, our arrival in the think tank kind of caused problems because our brain is unique because it's got a bullet wound, and apparently that allowed the the autodoc to successfully remove our brain. And yeah, I don't fully understand the reasons behind it, the raisins behind it, but our presence in the dome is kind of ruining his grand plan, because if they get hold of the technology that lets them remove brains, they can also successfully put brains back into bodies, and then they can recorporize themselves and leave the dome. Apparently, and I'm still not entirely sure how this all works, but people with brains can leave the Big MT area. People without brains, or just brains by themselves, cannot, is how I understand it. Anyway, we talked to Dr. Mobius. He told us all this stuff, and then he told us that we need to talk to our brain and reach a consensus between ourselves. Apparently, our brain is autonomous and doesn't want to just go back in our body. We have to convince it to go back in our body. So yeah, that's what we're going to do this episode. We're going to do that, and then we're going to finish exploring the Big MT area, try and find any more places we haven't been to before, see if there's any more secret weapons or journal entries or whatever. Because once we leave the Big MT, we can't come back, is my understanding. So yeah, let's load up the save. And let's go talk to our brain.
Electrons attached to the neutron neutrons attached to the mesons connected to the proton.
Alright. So I guess this is our brain. Oh, there he is. I think he was snoring. But now he's not.
Well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Yes, but...
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie? Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you? Well, I see sarcasm hasn't eluded you. Fine, perhaps now isn't the best time, but it's the principle of the thing.
He sounds like Stewie from Family Guy.
Oh, had I? What exactly will you do if I don't? Not put me back in that cranial dungeon you call your head? Heavens forbid. You wouldn't. That's inhuman. You're a monster. A deranged, self-destructive monster. After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome. Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it. I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though. Well, as long as your curiosity is satisfied. I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you. If you want me back, we need to establish some ground rules. First, showers! Second, regular checkups. Regular, mind you, and from a reputable doctor. That Julie Farkas woman, for example, she seems to know a thing or two. Third, you need to listen to me more than your hormonal choir and genitalian orchestra. Promise me that, and you've got a deal. Well, certainly there might be some things I miss about being ambulatory. We have seen some incredible sights, haven't we? Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1 coming back online. Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. Helios 1... Jason Bright and his followers...
Okay, I think I'm stuck in the loop here. I may have to exit and reload. So I can
Helios...
exit. Well, that's annoying. Well, at least we haven't really done anything. Let's just go quickly talk to him and skip over the stuff we've already done.
I do so love integers.
Well, well.
Yes, yes.
By all means, if the idea of spending the rest of your days as a true lobotomite appeals to you. Actually, come to think of it, you probably wouldn't mind that, would you?
Hold on. Guess I need to pick that. I didn't get that. Why? I'm confused.
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Hmm? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment? Fun? Fun? Is tetanus fun? Is rickets? What about sepsis, huh? Enjoy that, do we? The things you do with our body are suicidally dangerous, and if you could silence your glandular impulses, you would hear me screaming at you! I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you. Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones. I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it? Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
So it looks like we may have the option of remaining separated.
You mean I'll stay in my tank and you'll stay in your skin? And we'll each handle our own areas of expertise? I certainly like the sound of that. It's not that I didn't like being in your head, you understand. As far as heads go, it was a rather nice one. Well then, I suppose this is goodbye for now. What will you do? Will you take some free advice from your brain? Don't trust the think tank. They aren't right. In the brain, I mean. They're fiercely protective of their technology, and none of them is likely to share it willingly. Oh, lovely. We've reached the mindless violence portion of the program. Tell me, what exactly are you, and I use the word loosely, planning?
Oh wow, we've got all the options here. Yeah, maybe bombs. Don't really want to fight them, but...
Oh, energy weapons, yes. I'd almost forgotten how much fun those are. How do we proceed then? That arrangement suits me fine. Do try not to get too many holes drilled in your head, will you? I may want to drop by for sentimental reasons. Right then, you'd best be off, hadn't you? The think tank will be waiting. No, don't worry about me. When you're gone, I'll flush myself over to the sink. It's amazing how far you can get in this place with a good flush. I'll keep myself hidden in the ductwork. Klein won't suspect I'm inside the dome, so he won't know the pacification field no longer works on us. I can also upgrade the sink's autodock with the procedures to reinstall your heart and spine, assuming you want all that flesh and gristle back. With any luck, I'll see you in the sink when this is all over.
Okay. Apparently he I should probably explore. Apparently he can make it so we can use violence inside of the think tank. Somehow. Ooh, there. Apparently all of the layers are in this part of the big MT. Oops. I'd pick up the wrenches just because. Oh, actually, I'm pretty low on carry capacity. But I'm gonna pick up the wrenches so that we can make some more weapon repair kits. Oh, probably more doors over here. Protonax. Probably going to have to drop something to pick up the Protonax.
We're all lit up. Is it Christmas?
So do you only do that when my pit point light's on?
They said I was mad. Preposterous. Not an angry bone in my body. Had them all removed.
Great. Right. What can we get rid of? I guess we could take both out, but I don't know if we've got enough to get us back to the sink. Right. That can probably be repaired with the other layer. I think we can repair that with laser pistol. Alright. And our axe can probably be repaired. Okay, we've freed up a bit of weight. So. Apparently it has a filing system, but there's no kind of corresponding to what's on the letter on the outside. Hey, that was a carton of cigarettes, that's a C. And this is meant to be R to Z. Why has he got so many cigarettes? He can't smoke. Wrench. We're fixing things. Robo brain. Wonder if he's trying to make himself a wandering suit outside.
I'm running out of floor space for my calculations.
Few more books. Ooh. They weigh a lot now. That's alright, we've got enough space for them. ammo.
We're all lit up.
Yes, we
Is
are.
it Christmas?
Oh,
All vintages.
hello.
Oh, I see you and your brain reached a compromise. How pleasant. I hypothesize after the indignant frequencies my receptors had recepted, such a partnership-based conclusion would be low on the likely scale.
Ever meant that?
Why, of course you can. I am well versed in the science of sharing. Well, when not chemmed out of my sphere.
Yay, meant that. I think we did that last time.
If I recall, I had a plan that was working, whatever it was. I don't think it reached fruition. I would recall fruit if it had happened. I wasn't trying to kill them, just keep them out of trouble. What was that plan? Blast. I probably wrote it down on the floor somewhere. That will be difficult. It would be like fighting 5 scaled-down versions of me that have better depth perception. And they have an arsenal of vivisectors, brainial beams, and a rather nasty ray that can make your atoms do a happy dance. If you could survive those highly improbable odds and ends, then deceasing them is definitely an option. Although, I doubt killing them would do anything except make you feel better. Or let you brag to other humans about your primal violentness. Something ingenious and needlessly complicated, I expect. I may have already told you and forgotten it. I forgot I had forgotten pencils until one day I found one. Spent days studying its purpose before my memory circuit kicked in. Felt quite silly. Well, you could try and appeal to their humanity. That's a tired cliche. And really, when they were humans, they weren't very good humans. Well, there's many things they have forgotten, sitting in their bowls. Friendship, the thrill of discovery. Love, masturbation, the usual. Much like your brain, I am certain there is something you can spark within each of them. Memories, hormones. A wise man once said, "The eyes do more than see. Make them see, if you can. Or, if not, you can always make them succumb to fear." It certainly worked for me, for a time. Then you came along, and bravery and/or desperation trumped that little idea. Back to the drawing board, I suppose. Or is this the end? Hard to tell. Oh, tell them I'm still alive. We had a nice chat, and we agree on a few things. That's true, isn't it? Or you could kill me and lie about it. Either way, it would be interesting. And if you are partial to lying and deception, well, you could tell them a ludicrous lie. The more over the top, the better. That's my experience. They're more than a little gullible. Better make it convincing, though. Or it'll be the dissection table and vivisectors for you. And if you speak of me, please try and make me look good. I am Dr. Mobius, after all. Not some lab assistant teacher's aide. Oh, I tried that already. Might have contributed to the problem now that I rethink it. But thank you for asking before trying it. Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
So basically all we need to do is get the think tank to masturbate and then everything will be good.
I'm imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers right now.
He's insane. Throwing axes. Ammo. Wrench. Buff out. Get the sunset sarsaparilla as well. Wow. There's a lot of mentats. And Psycho, apparently. He did say he was versed in the science of sharing. And we're helping him combat his addiction. I'm not sure which one of us is meant to be Darla. No, I can't figure out which one of us is meant to be Darla. Scrap electronics.
I'm running out of floor space for my calculations.
Scientist scrubs. It's a shame that we can't carry more. There's an awful lot of Wonder Glue there. Cartons of cigarettes. Oh wait, pre-war money, I want that. Doesn't weigh anything. Let's drink some of those sunset sarsaparillas. Okay, I think that's possibly everything.
I'm imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers right now.
Of course you are. Well, I think that's everything. Yes, we leave. Fuck. I did originally mean to jump off there, but then I changed my mind. And then fell anyway. Right. So, it looks like the last thing we need to do is head back to get up there. Is head back to the think tank and confront them and convince them not to leave or kill them. like there's stuff up there, but I can't seem to jump properly on here. Okay. Ah then. I need to go that way, but I'm going to keep my eye out for any places we've not been into. Pretty sure we did a research over here because this is where the construction site is, meteorological station. Might be stuff around here. Maybe over here. Looks like there's something there that we've not been to. And over here actually. Yeah, maybe we'll head in this direction. Might drop by the sink first. And then drop off all our stuff. But not talk to... Wait. Not talk to the think tank just yet. I wonder if the Robo-Scorpions will be friendly now. Seeing how we've kind of talked to the guy who made them. Pretty sure we've been in there before. Yeah, that's the place that's all underwater. I think we may have just gone the long way around. Oh well. Surprisingly quiet outside now. I wonder if, now that we've talked to Mobius, all the hostile stuff has gone away. Although I can't imagine he has any effect on the bottomites. But they're just hostile no matter what. Right, I think we searched all these last time we came this way.
You're my best friend forever.
Yeah, cool.
Time to fight.
Yeah, cool. I don't see anything to fight.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
She's just doing one of her just kidding moments.
Uh-oh. Was that all?
I don't know. I'm very confused. You keep telling me things, but I'm not seeing anything. Oh well. We are back at the big MT. Sorry, the sink. Hey Muggy. First things first. Let's make as many repair kits as we can. Make 10. And let's see what we've run out of. Duct tape. Loads of that left. Wonder glue, scrap electronics, scrap metal, wonder glue, wrenches. Looks like scrap metal is our new thing to search for.
Sir's accoutrements are precisely where Sir has left them, and should the toaster say otherwise, I remind Sir that it is a waste room. Might I be of service, Sir?
Yes, let's sell some stuff. But hold on to the layers. Probably sell some of these proton axes. Oh, that one's worth more. Get the throwing axes because they weigh a lot, but can be used to repair regular version. They're also not worth very much, so we'll deposit them rather than sell them. In the end, we didn't need the X2 antenna. I'm not convinced we needed to track that down. I think Mobius' scrubs are going to put them in a safe. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything to sell at the moment. How are we doing on space? Still using a lot of space. Doesn't look like Brain's made it through here yet. Oh yeah, I forgot I got that. There's it Mobius's glove, I'm not sure where we picked that up. What's it? A couple of layers. 5 throwing axes. Hold on to 2. Repair this one if we need to. How many mines have we? Was it 6 of them? We're under 200 now. Which needs way? 14. Was it? 8 of them as well. There we go, we've got 100 carry weight. Guess that'll do for now.
How can I illuminate you? Unlike certain other light switches, I'm competent. I'd just love to turn those lights on for you.
So that increases my intelligence. Intelligence is already 10.
You've been seeing the other light switch, haven't you? Am I not enough for you anymore? You bet I can. I bet that's more than that other tramp can do, huh?
It's charisma and barter. Speech. What's my charisma level usually? Well, that's actually good. Uses my barter. Well, speech is already 100, but
You ever heard of Tiny Lester Luton? Best jazz harmonica I ever heard. Mind you being a sweet. Well, hello.
Well, hello there.
okay. I think we are done in here.
You require some additional services?
Let's just do a physical exam before we go out. So can we
You
afford
require some additional...
any of the implants? 12,000 and 20,000. To be honest, that one's probably more for me. I really eat that much food. We have just enough for that.
You require some additional service.
Cool. I'll do. Let's I mean, I do drink Nuka-Cola and Sunset Sarsaparilla when I'm low on health, so that might actually be quite useful. Let's go check out this place we've not been to. Please stop lying here. Despawned finally. Took it long enough. I'm still not seeing any enemies around me. Oh. Something over there. To the bottom right. Maybe the rubber scorpions are now gone. Mine. No, we didn't actually need any more wrenches, did we? I'll pick it up anyway. I don't know if I want to go all the way down there. I'm still not entirely sure why there's mines on the pipes. And surely if a mine exploded on a real pipe, it would damage the pipe. But ultimately, you'd be keeping people off the pipes by damaging the pipes. Looks new. Have been in that? I think we may have been. Oops. Means pick up the clipboard there, but
Time to fight.
this gun isn't so good against them. Let's switch to Blair. Actually, I think we needed scrap metal. I think we have been in here. This is where they were making Saturnite metal. Why are you British? Also very inept. Oh, there we are. I'll say, so far none of them have done any damage to me. They haven't even attacked me.
That's all.
Then that one started to flame me. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here for me. I've already looted everything. No, maybe not. Some pieces up here. I'm pretty sure I went down here though. Go out there. Where am I going? The wrong way. There's something over there actually. Yeah, we've not been in that place either. Well, that one's closer, so let's have a look in there first. If we can find a way in. It didn't make any difference. I really don't understand why there's so many shot glasses. Something over there as well. That might be the one we were going to before. Well, aside from the Mr. Handies and the random lobotomites, I'm sure we've removed all hostile entities. I think Mobius has stood down his robo army. A field artillery launch.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't sound good. It might be an automated system.
Fighting over.
Yeah.
This one looks pretty tough.
Yeah, it's my worst foe yet. Trapped in a box of shells. Yeah. Oh fuck. The Ultimo bot. You weren't that great. He's got a lair as well. Yeah, that'll do. Ooh. We want to do that. What are we shooting at? More shot glasses. And a bag with just a tin can in it. Because of course. Well, I guess there's nothing else up here.
Who do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Boros?
They're both brains. Frankly, I find them both alarming. Anything else? It doesn't look like there's any other places we've not discovered around here. Missile launcher. Not gonna take that. I have no interest in firing missiles at things. At present. May change. I may regret not taking it. That leads out. There was a wrench in there, but we have a few wrenches already. Okay. Can I go with this one? I think I went out that one. This one to go up. Then we'll check out the inside of the building. The Wonder Glue. I think we collected a lot of the other stuff, but we haven't picked up any Wonder Glue for a while. Right. This is this staircase to check out as well. And it doesn't have anything to do. Throwing axes. That looks like a holodisc. Ah, explosive skullbuck. I think that's everything in here. Oh. Let's see if we can see where this fires. It's firing at that, which is possibly Boomtown target zone. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Can't remember what was there. We must have been there. Cuckoo's nest, I don't remember being there. Might check that out before we head back this way. At the very least, we've never been along this pipe. into if we don't get on the pipe. I don't remember coming here before. There's lots of graves. We don't have a shovel. Press pointer. Pointing down here. Oh, it's a cave. And I guess we must have come here because there's no loot or anything.
Time to fight.
Yeah, okay, I think I remember coming here before. We had to come here for one of the quest things.
You're my best friend forever.
So, we don't need to be in there. Let's head back this way towards the other place we haven't been to. A bit disappointed there was nothing else up here. I thought that might be a secret little bit that nobody ever thinks to go on, but there is nothing of interest. Yeah, looks like that's a couple of...
Sneaking done. Fighting now. It's over.
Well, we're pretty much at the hour mark now, so I might just find one of these places and then save the game before we go in it. I guess that's one now. The Z38. Lightwave dynamics research. We can finish exploring around the outside of it in the next episode. We've been in and cleared it. I think it's another place that what's his name? Not Ulysses. The Brotherhood of Steel guy. Looks like it's another place he's been into. But yeah, I think I'm going to save the game, and we'll head in there in the next episode. So, in this episode, we've talked to our brain and reached a agreement with it that it will remain a separated entity, and it won't need to be subjected to our little adventuring foibles. I think we also agreed to take a shower. So, yeah, there's that. We've decided we're going to go talk to the think tank and either threaten them or convince them or kill them to stop them leaving the Big MT. I'm not sure if we need to have our brain reinserted before we leave the area. We may be able to leave without our brain, in which case I don't know how that works if we ever need the brain. I guess we won't, but like I said, I don't think you can come back to the Big MT after you've left it, so it's kind of a... I don't know if we have to have the brain reinserted and lose the perk for not having a brain. Same with the spine and the heart. Not having these things is a pretty good perk, but you might have to give up that perk to get back to the main or having a outpost area place. Anyway, I'm rambling. We're going to finish searching for undiscovered locations. We've just found one. There's another one in this area. We're going to try and collect as much stuff and backstory and what have you before we head to the think tank and confront the brains. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now. See you again soon.